Testing 1 2 1 2.
Your mornings are about to get a whole lot messier.
Stop calling me that, you heifer. Can we say that on air?
You guys are wild.
Wake your ass up.
With VONT, CHAP, and JUSTIS. This is Morning Commute.
Wake me up.
The gang is all here. Good morning. Welcome to the greatest podcast in the history of podcasts. Honestly, in the history of shows, period. Whether it's podcasts, TV shows, radio shows, this right here, greatest thing that's going to happen to you today. Message Morning Show Podcast, Morning Commute. Thanks for listening. Welcome back. Episode 20, baby. We made it to next. I think next episode, fellas, we should have a drink, a shot, because it's our 21st.
I'm down.
We should do that.
Let me know what drink y'all got.
Nah, Chap's crazy. Chap will do like shots of straight Henny.
Bro.
I got some beers in the fridge. But
Beer?
Nothing like
Beer?
nothing like an ice cold Modelo at 8 a.m.
Ew.
I forgot this was a morning show. We're taking shots first thing. Fuck it.
Yeah, facts. Also, beer isn't my drink of choice, but I had people over for the Super Bowl, and they brought a lot of beer, so I still have some left over.
So what is your drink of choice?
My drink of choice?
Your drink, and then like if you're gonna go take a shot, do both.
If I'm gonna take a shot, you know what's crazy? I don't really care. Like I can do vodka, I can do tequila, probably tequila to be honest.
But you drink white.
Yeah, probably. I prefer that. Drink of choice, I'm not sure really. It just I know it wouldn't be like Modelo though.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not over here. Come on now.
Chap.
Me, you know me. Shots tequila all day with the salt around the rim.
Oh, that's not what I thought you was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Henny.
No, that's my drink of choice. I'd have the Henny and Coke. That's the go-to. Tell you that Henny be talking to you, man. They don't be saying good things sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the time, it don't be saying good things.
I'm grabbing Casamigos probably, or like,
Yes, sir.
after like 4 Casamigos shots, I'm not drunk, but I'm just like, this is actually fucking gross. So I might switch over to like Tito's shots, and then I don't know what my drink of choice is.
I feel like I'm not like I don't feel like an adult yet drinking. When I get there, I can drink stuff on the rocks. Have y'all had anything on the rocks yet?
Yeah.
No.
That's just like straight like ice and liquor. Like that shit burn.
It does burn. It definitely
Can't do that. Can't do that.
That's an old man drink.
Exactly. I can't do that yet. That's when I'm an adult.
I haven't. No.
Yeah.
I feel with the Casamigos though. Not gonna lie, once it doesn't taste bad, that's when you need to stop drinking for real.
Right.
This don't taste like nothing. Like that's when you need to stop.
Give me another one.
Yeah, that's when you definitely need to stop.
Do y'all know when y'all had like y'all first like real like alcohol experience?
Yes.
What, like being super drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was Justice was with me. That was the first time I think I ever got drunk. Was my 21st birthday, rightfully so. Because I grew up, my parents weren't like, my dad more so than my mom, honestly. But like, I grew up like drinking like wine coolers here and there, or like I get slipped the drink, but I didn't grow up like drinking or smoking before I was 21. Like, you know, a lot of people typically do. So like my first drinks that I remember were maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before I turned 21. I was in Jamaica. And it was a couple of weeks before I turned 21. And it was like, bro, we're on a resort. And I was looking at my dad like, you're really not going to let me? And I think I might have got drunk in my room by myself, or I might have just thought that I got drunk. But then a couple weeks later, I turned 21 and I was plastered with Justice and our friend Nick and our friend Johan.
So what did you drink that night?
Name it.
A lot of stuff.
Name it. I was mixing.
Yeah.
We was just doing shots of any. I remember me and Johan did a shot of Fireball. Then me and Justice went to, well, remember, you know, the Mad Hatter in was that Hoboken?
Yeah, Hoboken, yeah.
We did the little like it was like the shot that's like a needle or something, or like a tube or some shit like that. We did everything.
And then then he had like a beer, and then I think he had like a couple like Long Islands at the club. It was just a whole bunch of shit.
I had like a rum and Coke. It was, bro, I had everything.
It was crazy. That was a good night till like the very end. Then it went south like fast.
I still think it was a great night.
It was a great night, but like that's what I'm saying. Like it was gradual. It was gradual.
What about you, Justice?
Man, I was at a party at my boy's college. He goes to college. He went to college in the Bronx, and I think it was like for like a Halloween party. So like we're in the dorm, we're playing beer pong, but they didn't have beer. It was Four Loko.
Oh, that's the thought juice. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Well,
Thought
first of all,
juice.
for everybody listening, don't drink Four Loko.
That's dangerous.
But at this point, I've drank before, but I've never been drunk because I'm not an idiot like all my friends. I make sure I eat before and drink water, so I've never been fucked up. So I played 4 games with the Sport Loco, and I don't.
Oh my god!
So I'm like, bro, I'm not a lightweight. Like I can handle my liquor. You feel me? Where it went south was after the Four Loco, we started drinking Bacardi.
Oh my!
And the night turned. It was still a good night, but bro, when I tell you the car was spinning, it was spinning. It was spinning.
Nah. Your stomach was.
I didn't throw up, but do not drink Four Loko, bro.
Nah, that's some danger. Four Loko for all the people that haven't had it yet, it's like battery acid. Like don't even attempt.
And then that with the Bacardi afterwards, it was just not a good scene, bro.
Oh my gosh! God bless you. I'm surprised you survived. Because Four Loko is crazy.
I did survive. What about you?
Well, before he tells his story, we talk about this on the show all the time. Like my senior year, me and Chap's senior year of college, like we were acting like we were drinking like every weekend. Like
Crazy
people were
shit.
in my dorm or whatever. The memory Chap just came up on my Instagram. It was like 2 days ago. 2 years ago. You know that picture of me, you, and our friend Nick? So drunk.
God, bro.
We were so drunk. We were like leaning over each other, like I think to throw up. We were taking turns throwing up in my sink, and it was not pretty. I'm gonna send Justice, post a picture here. I'll send it to you.
I just want to. If I ever see Alyssa again, I just want to apologize because she took us home, me and my girlfriend home that night after drinking, and I just know we were crazy in that car.
Was that the night I made wings?
Yes, bro. I threw up every single part of wing. Like,
bro, we had wings and like puke and like and alcohol like throw up in my sink for like days.
God. And it was some bomb ass wings. I give it to you, Vaughn. The wings was good. When I tell you, I went home, fell down the stairs, and then threw all that shit up in my hamper. It was bad, bro. It was bad.
That sounds like a great night.
It was a phenomenal night, bro.
It was a great night until that happened.
Yep.
We was hurting the next day. Oh my gosh.
It's always a great night till it isn't.
And then what is this video you just sent in the chat?
Okay,
the chat.
That's my first time. When we came to college, we decided to play a fun game called Drunk Uno, and we had nothing but straight shots. And I don't know if you ever hit the dab pin before, but this is like the first time I hit the dab pin. I'm chiefing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh no.
Straight Bacardi, tequila, and then I was mixing light and dark. So we got Henny too. Ian Jet, bro.
Crazy,
bro. This is the thing, bro. This is the thing with the dab pens, bro. If you don't smoke regularly, especially back like at that time, it might be different now. Like when that shit was first popping off, it is not like a joint where you could just hit it as you go.
No.
Like 2 solid puffs is like damn near smoking a whole joint.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Because y'all know I don't smoke, but me and my girlfriend Alyssa works at a TV station, and so sometimes they'll have like a local weed is legal here, so they had like a local dispensary come in, and one day they brought in gummies, and the segment was over, and they were like, "You can have these if you want." So we've been doing gummies a lot lately, but I don't smoke. But I have been talking to her about doing like a pen, and I don't know the difference. I know nothing about smoking.
Don't do the pen. I'm telling you now.
But I hate the smell of weed. That's why I want to do a pen. I can't stand the smell of weed.
I get it.
You could do the pen. It's just you can't like don't just take like 5 hits and then go to work. That's not gonna work out for you.
Yeah.
One hit.
Because I want to feel it. Because the gummies haven't been doing like shit for me, and I don't want to just be like munching down gummies.
I feel like
it's probably like not like crazy strong, especially if they were giving it away. It probably wasn't like anything strong.
But I feel like weed is a smoother high, in my opinion. I feel like the dab pen, like you're high, but like you just again you hit it too many times because you think it's not working, and then that shit just hits you out of nowhere. You're like, oh.
Because weed is gradual, like I'm kind of high, and then it's like, okay, now I'm really high. The dab pen, it's like, when is it gonna kick in? And then it goes right to I'm fucked up. Like there's no. Like it doesn't like you can't get ready for it. Like it just it hits, some edibles are like that too.
It goes straight to your head too. I'm not gonna lie. Like you just feel like dizzy type shit. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, try dispensary weed first, then go to the dab pen. But that night that I just sent y'all, crazy. Slept on the side of the toilet, and I had to wake up for a field trip the next day. Crazy,
Bugging.
crazy. Oh my god! Thank God I never got to that point again.
Put all them pictures in the video because we're on a. If you didn't know, we're also on YouTube and Spotify. You can watch us, and you could just see me and Chap in our drunken days. Anyway,
have y'all ever been like drunk or high like the next morning?
Yes.
The day?
Drunk once, bro. I was drunk when we did the show. I was drunk we had a Halloween party for work this past Halloween. It was a Thursday night. I was so fucking drunk. And I woke up the next morning. I work on a morning show, so I wake up at like 4:30. So not much time had passed. And I woke up and still threw up. And I woke Alyssa up and she was so pissed off at me. And she was like, "You gotta call out." I was like, "You want me to call out of work? Because I got drunk at a work event. You're bugging." So I thugged it out and I was drunk at work and I threw up twice, like on air.
I do remember this. I remember.
And then I came home on a Friday, the same way we are right now, and I did this show, and I was like still like a little like out of it.
Thugged it out.
Oh, nah.
I had to, bro.
I think that video I sent y'all was like probably one of the few times I got up. Like, bro, I crawled to the bed because I was on the floor for a good minute, and I think I got up at like 5 a.m. and I was like, I gotta get up, bro. I look like fucking like a monster walking to the bed. I was just struggling.
Yeah, I remember this one time when I was younger. I used to work at a trampoline park, and the night before, my homies, they're real pies, bro. Like I think it was like one of those nights where like my homie like took the oil from the dab pen and like put it on like the blunt and then rolled it.
Yes, sir.
I was fried, bro. But like the next morning, like during my shift, I'm like, I'm still high. Like this is crazy. Like I didn't think that was possible, bro. It's just a crazy feeling, man.
It's crazy.
But that's why I don't do edibles because I've never had an edible yet. But I just heard too many stories, and I'm good. I'm good. Y'all can have that crack. Y'all can have that meth. Like I'm good.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
So we're gonna do shots next episode for our 21st.
Yes, sir. I'm down
for sure.
I bet we'll make that happen. And if we haven't introduced ourselves yet, we are the Messiest Morning Show podcast, Morning Commute. My name is VONT. League, joined always by my brothers in podcast crime, Justice Greg and Justin William Henry Cosby Jr. Chapman.
We just talked about this last episode. What names you coming up with? Like,
a legend I've heard.
No, that was your government chat,
bro. You putting out everything like this one.
We call him Chap. Thank you so much for listening to the Messiest Morning Show podcast, man. So I mean, we already had a long discussion, but you fellas are well, doing good. Justice, you're back. You weren't in last week.
Oh yeah. I was dying, man.
Love was in the air, and you were bed stricken.
Dying your vagina.
That might what it might be. Wait, bro. Like,
what did you just say, Chap?
I said dying of vagina.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The flu is no joke, bro. That shit is no joke. Every year I forget to take the flu shot, and like it ends up working out, but it got me this year, bro. I was fucked up, but I'm back now. I'm back.
That's all that matters.
And you're black. It's our last Black History Month episode of the year.
I know. I couldn't miss the last Black History Month episode. I couldn't.
Where's the kufi?
The kufi's over here, bro.
Come on,
Shut
bro.
Up,
Where's
Chap.
your pride?
What? I've worn my dashiki twice. Justice has worn his kufi. We're still waiting on you with the clan outfit.
I told you they not sending it to me. They have to verify. They not sending it.
You could have done something to celebrate, bro. You could have like had like the shirt and the bow tie. You feel me?
Bro, what did I say? I'm in school and I'm advancing my education.
I'm sending
an educated black man. What you gonna send me? I was born here.
I'm gonna send ice. It don't matter. They've been deporting Puerto Ricans.
They're gonna send you back to Africa.
They're gonna send him to Zamunda.
That's crazy.
Yeah, send you to too.
That's crazy.
Oh man, we got a great show on the way for you guys. We first and foremost got to talk about this plane. I know you guys saw it. It came from here, which is what's scary. From Minnesota to Toronto, another plane crash. We'll get to that in a hot second in the Black Twitter Report. Plus, there's a new documentary that we want to discuss on Netflix if you haven't seen it, which is kind of weird because like usually with these documentaries, it's things that we haven't lived through. This one happened the past 5 years.
Yep.
Justice and I talked about it on like our radio version of this show. And we'll do that in the Black Twitter Report. And we're also going to do another blind rank because those are pretty fun. All that and more is on the way. But first, everything that the black folks are talking about on the timeline and the Black Twitter Report.
From the latest rap beefs to the hottest debates, and even the messiest celebrity scandals in between, it's the Black Twitter Report on Morning Commute.
I know you guys have seen another plane crash, which is kind of getting very, very cryptic isn't the word, but just like
No,
scary.
cryptic is the word. No, that's the word. Yes.
How many more plane crashes there are? I've read something the other day, and there has been more since here. But when I read it, 82 plane crashes in 2025 alone. There hasn't even been 82 days in 2025.
All I'm saying is everybody was shitting on Spirit, but I haven't heard a Spirit flight crash yet. That's all I gotta say.
Spirit, you know what that means? That means they about to raise their prices. No more $32 flights to Arizona or some shit like that. No, you have to pay full price now.
There was a plane that left MSP, which is our airport here in Minnesota, St. Paul, or Minneapolis, St. Paul, and it flew to Toronto. And literally as it landed, due to, I guess what they're saying, they're like chalking it up to is like part of the problem with the engine, and not the engine, the fuel thing in the wing, but also I think it was slippery when it landed, and it landed very quickly. It leaned on one of the wings very, very like quickly, and I guess the wing broke off and the plane flipped upside down. Thank God there were no casualties. Literally everybody survived. A couple of injuries, but that's 10 times better than anybody dying. And now Delta is offering $30,000 to $30,000 each to every passenger on the plane with no strings attached.
Oh wow.
I don't know how. I don't want to say true because it is true. I'm reading it, but like it just doesn't feel real, you know.
The plane crash or like the 30,000?
The 30K. That's a lot of money, and for Delta, that's not a lot of money because Delta is a big airline. But like to give each passenger 30K is a lot.
It is, but I think it makes sense just from like a PR standpoint.
Yeah,
like,
I was literally about to say the same thing.
Yeah, like it definitely makes sense. I don't know how far like the 30K is going to take you, just because I think it depends on like what your injuries are. Because the hospital bill gonna be crazy if you're in a plane crash. Like I'm sure you have some serious injuries, but yeah, thank God there were no fatalities in this. Chap, I know you're gonna get into it because you're a conspiracy nut like me. Like like at this point, it's so, like with all these plane crashes, it sucks to say, but like it's almost like this is like what's happening? Like this got to be on purpose, bro. Like it got to be. Like why does this keep happening?
I wouldn't even say that. I think I'm a little more concerned because people are saying plane crashes aren't new. So then my question is, why are we now hearing more about them, or why didn't we hear about a lot of plane crashes prior?
I think it's definitely always been plane crashes going on. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
However, not in so much in this time frame. Like you said, there's been more plane crashes than there are days in the year. Something's going up. I'm telling you, it's either the aliens, the satellites, or like global warming. Some shit has to do with it. I'm telling you, because it can't just be engines are hitting the ground and shit is fucking up.
I don't know. It's freaking me out because they're all freaking me out. Like the one in DC, right? They literally were landing or just about to land, like with 20 minutes left. And people were texting their families like, oh, like we're about to land. And then boom, explodes. That was a little bit more of a freak accident. I will say that. This one, like we are on the ground and this shit happens. And again, nobody was hurt. There was 80 people on the plane. Thank God it was safe. Or thank God that everybody is safe. But I fly Delta. That plane left from the same airport I will be leaving from in 2 weeks to come to Jersey. Like it's kind of freaking scary.
It is, man. It definitely is. I don't know. Again, I don't want to point to the conspiracy thing. I know there's definitely more plane crashes this year going on than normal. Now, as far as like if it's way more, I'm not sure. We're definitely hearing about it more. I don't know if that's like maybe like they're reporting on it more. Maybe they're trying to hide something, or maybe there just is a problem going on. But this is definitely scary, bro. And I feel like it's at a point where I think it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna make people not want to fly.
Yeah, I'm sure. But you can't not fly. A lot of people don't have that option.
Yeah. True. Or but like it might like maybe less people want to go on vacation.
I don't know.
No, that's for I'm telling you, people are taking they're taking these road trips now. They're not going to be flying.
Dave, who I work with, he's like a pilot in terms of like he'll do small planes or like small jets or whatever. And he keeps saying like oh, like plane accidents are really freak accidents. They never happen. Like, but we keep seeing them every day.
The crazy thing
we're
is,
seeing them more and more.
I commend Dave because I feel like the smaller planes, the one that you like drive like a personal thing, they go down faster. Like they go down quicker than like a big Delta plane.
Probably because there's only you in it, and like maybe one other person you're with. But like, if you fuck up, like dunzo. At least on like a regular plane with hella people, there's like different security checks, and you have a co-pilot and all this other stuff. It's so scary.
But the scary thing is we haven't gotten a true answer, really. Like they told what happened with the Delta thing. It was slippery on the tarmac. It flipped over and hit the engine. But what about the others? Like we haven't got no answer about the military, the fighter jet colliding with the other plane. Like what's going on here?
I don't know, and I'm scared that we won't ever get answers, and I just it makes me terrified. But thank God that everybody in the plane is okay.
Yes,
injuries are 10 times better than casualties, so thank God for that.
Word.
Oh, yeah, facts. Thank God. But let's move on to some good news, or definitely good news for ASAP Rocky at least. He was obviously, he was going through his trial. He was facing up to almost 20 years in jail for a gun charge, and over the weekend he was found not guilty on all charges, and he's a free man now. Did y'all see his reaction to the not guilty verdict where he like yes, in the crowd and like went to hug his family? It was crazy, bro.
You would have thought he was facing life.
Facts.
It reminded me of, you remember that person that was they jumped over the desk and attacked the judge a couple of months ago? That's exactly what it was giving. But he went and he jumped over like a bench and hugged Rihanna.
Damn near fell though.
Which was it was sweet in theory, I guess.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, shout out to ASAP Rocky, man. Glad he's not gonna be doing any serious time. As an ASAP Rocky fan, hopefully now we get he's been teasing like an album for like the last 2 years. So hopefully we get, I mean, he ain't got nothing to do now, nigga. You free. So hopefully
bro, he could be a dad. What do you mean? He got nothing to do.
Plenty of dads and moms who put out albums, bro. Like, come on now. Like, we all gotta go to work. You feel me? Like,
I forgot you're a part of the Beehive and you're a feminist. My bad.
Exactly.
You got it.
Still a feminist.
You don't think about to work on another kid?
Yeah, for sure. They definitely made one like right when they went home.
Probably
100%. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Somebody said we're never getting to Rihanna. What'd you say?
I said I'm not a convict.
Someone said we're never getting a Rihanna album, and I feel wholeheartedly we are not getting no album anytime soon.
You think we would have if he didn't get like let go?
Maybe if he would have went, like maybe she would have been sad and dropped some shit,
She would have put out a sad album. Let my go.
Lift me up. Bro, I hated that song.
Really? That was a good song. Stop it.
Especially if you saw, because you didn't see the movie, bro.
What movie was that? Remind me.
It was for Black Panther 2. Yeah. And that's the one where
after Chadwick passed.
Yeah, it's one where, bro, the movie was so good. But
hot take, I've never been a fan of songs that were made for movie soundtracks. Like
what?
That one, or what's the Lady Gaga from A Star Is Born? The I'm off the deep end. I didn't like that shit.
I feel like it's because they play that out. Like everybody sings that. That's why.
The only one that I think I've actually like genuinely loved, there's two I can think of. Cars, Life is a Highway. That's a good song.
That wasn't.
What was that for?
I think it was just, or was it? I thought it was just a song. And then
and maybe they put it in the movie. Maybe you're right. Okay. And See You Again for Furious 7.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't. That's the one song I didn't like.
That was
not.
That was a good song,
bro. They played that out all year. I kid you not. Paul Walker died till I see you again, bro. I don't even know who Paul Walker is. You don't know who Paul Walker is. Shut up. Like,
respect. Hating on the dead man for?
No, I'm not even hating on him. It's just a song. They were just meat riding that whole year.
Tired of hearing about Paul Walker. Tired of that.
But like, bro. It was a sad / good song, but also the way Paul Walker passed. Like the dude, like his career was car movies, and then passed away in a car accident. Like that, you kind of you get sensitive about stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I understand. But I was also 13, and like niggas are thinking it in 7th grade, just like crying, and I'm like, bro, you never watched a Fast and Furious movie.
That's exactly what happened, bro. I'd never seen Fast and Furious a day in my life, And then I was in Florida and we had to go see Furious 7. And then that was the year like we graduated 8th grade and we had like our 8th grade social and all that shit. So we were playing it at the end of and graduation. And we were like, oh, I'm gonna miss you.
That I think that's the thing. I think you honestly got to watch more movies. You
Yes.
might. I think that will make you appreciate certain songs more. Like honestly, I do think there's some artists whose music is like just meant for, like for movie soundtracks. Hot take. I think the Beatles are one of those artists. But we're not gonna use that. That's I know Chap is upset. That's
No, I'm not upset. You about to get flamed though. You know how many Beatles fans are out here?
all right. So let's keep. All right, we want to get into this. We can get into it, bro. Keep it a stack, right? I know we're black men, so it might be different. We might be, when in what setting are you gonna be like, yeah, let me turn on that Beatles? Never.
Bro, while you're driving, what do you mean?
Oh, you're not. There's so many other artists you're putting on, bro.
Yo,
Not
you're
us.
talking crazy right now.
You're only listening to the Beatles when like a movie just end happily ever after. Here comes the sun.
But they have way more than that.
The
Bro.
Beatles. Bro, do they really?
Name
Yes,
5
yes.
Beatles songs, Chap.
Bro,
You can't.
all right, look, I'm not a Beatles fan, so I'm not even going to go there. But I'm telling you, the Beatles they're the best band of all time. How are you going to do that? They are. I'm dead ass. Like
Of all,
you're
bugging.
of all,
You're bugging.
you can look it up anywhere. The Beatles is the best band of all time. I'm
It's not
telling
true
you.
at all, bro. I'm not saying they're shitty like Justice is, but I'm just saying because like Beatles, I will put that on you. The Beatles are not the best band of all time. Get the hell out of here.
I'm telling every publication, every music publication, look it up right now. The
It might be
Beatles
the most-
is number one at the top. It's not for our demographic, maybe. I get that because we're black men, but I'm telling you, in history, the Beatles is at the top of the list. How dare you say that, bro? You're about to get played.
They might be the most accomplished. That doesn't mean they're the best.
Bro.
In reality, they were like the first boy band. They were like Big Time Rush. Like it's cool, it's fine, you know what I mean? But niggas not playing the Beatles for real. Like let's be serious. Man.
I would respect it if you'd be like, all right, the Beatles music not for me. That's cool. I don't listen to Beatles like that either. But you cannot say that their music is just for soundtracks.
I've never, ever been chilling with anyone who put the Beatles on.
Cause you hang with niggas, like you listen to Big X the Plug-in and Boss Mandilo. Like
worked with white people. I have no white people. None of them put on the Beatles. They put on Nirvana, Ed Sheeran, Justin.
Bro, we're in New Jersey. We have ghetto white people. Let's go to the other areas. I'm telling you.
Some of the niggas in Montana, like, are we really counting? Are we really counting them? Let's be real. Like, do you even have? You know what? I digress. Look, all the Beatles fans, all you 65-year-olds, I'm sorry, I offended you.
That's exactly who they are.
That's who they are, bro. Like,
wow.
I'm just being real, bro. Like, I feel like there's certain artists that you're supposed to like.
Like respect,
Wow.
yes.
And so, who are those people besides the Beatles?
Bon Jovi.
See,
Nirvana. Nirvana does have bangers, but like I'm not a Nirvana fan, so I don't know a lot of Nirvana. But I feel like there's one of the Rolling Stones is another one.
Rolling Stones is great. U2 is amazing.
I like Nirvana also, but I'm
not saying they are or aren't, but bro, I'm not calling them like the best of all time. I'm just not, and I'm not throwing them on in the on the aux.
Even if they are, there's certain people like you're supposed to like respect. No, nobody like Beyonce is one of those people. Like I'm not even gonna like, or I'll even name someone else. Like I think Prince is one of those people.
Okay. And I know a lot of people that don't like Prince, but you got to put the respect on him.
Yeah, no, I respect the Beatles. I'm just saying, like niggas not really listening to them. If you being real, but
Niggas where you are not listening to them.
Niggas
globally, let's think the world. We gotta think the world. That's really a big hot take. You really just took that one away. You scaring me, brother. You scaring me.
I'm being honest. I'm always gonna be honest, Chap. I'm always gonna be honest.
So do me a favor. Once we done with the pod, go ahead and throw on some Beatles albums, right?
I've
And
listened.
He's not gonna do that.
I've tried. That's what I'm never gonna speak on my ass for shit I don't know.
So you tell me you never was clapping cheeks one day and one. Nah, I'm kidding.
And put on Abbey Road, Chap? Fuck no.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, I definitely went through the discography. It's just like I'll say this is not for me. Maybe that's better words.
Okay, I give you that.
I have yet to meet people who are like, yeah, let's put the Beatles on.
Because I don't feel like y'all talking to true music enthusiasts. If you talk to any person that knows music, like music history, the Beatles is definitely a conversation that's inevitable.
So what's your favorite Beatles song?
My favorite,
He still hasn't named 5 like I told him to.
No, one.
Wait. It's I told you I don't listen to him, but it's the Sergeant Slaughter. No, I'm not. So I can't even tell you because I don't listen, but I'm telling you. I looked at my like song because it's some of my like songs, but I'm telling you, you gotta put some respect on the Beatles.
Shout out to the Beatles.
Now you want to say shout out to Paul McCartney finna whoop your ass. That's like I said.
Paul McCartney's like 80.
Bro, and he'll gonna come whoop your ass. The fuck?
Shout out Paul McCartney.
Oh my gosh, that just took me aback. Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on because that was just crazy right there.
I'm still stuck on you saying you ain't never want to clap some cheeks and put on the Beatles.
You ain't clapping.
It wasn't a thought, like maybe like come
this
on.
Nigga walked in a room, took his pants off, and was like, "Here comes the sun."
no Beatles, like come on now.
Yo,
y'all killing me. Y'all gotta expand y'all taste.
What else is in the Black Twitter report, chap? Shut the hell up.
He not clapping to the Beatles,
bro.
Clapping to the Beatles.
Do it next time you clapping some cheeks.
Well, first of all, I don't clap to music, but I'm not the Beatles.
You clapping to white noise?
Nah, put the TV on. Put the Office on. Some shit.
Hold on. What's wrong with clapping cheeks in the silence? Not in silence, but like in silence.
No, that's so awkward.
Silence.
Sometimes things just happen spur of the moment, bro. You don't want to stop what you're doing and don't throw on a TV or ask Alexa to play some shit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Like dead silent. I need to hear something.
The thought of say like it's silence is just funny to me. I don't know.
I don't like silence, so take me out of that conversation.
Nothing wrong with that though.
I don't like it. It's too eerie for me. That's just
but usually it's like you're watching TV and then it just happens, you know. But sometimes it happens differently, you know.
I get it. All right, let's move on. That just took a left and a right and another left. Crazy shit. So let's talk about Gabby Petito. Bro.
What kind of transition was all right, bro? My bad.
We gotta cut this out because you dying.
Leave this shit in the show. Messiest morning show podcast.
Nah, cut that shit out.
Keep this shit in the show.
Yo, I'm sorry.
So a new documentary. You know me, I'm a big crime documentary person, and I'm always on the scoop on what's coming out new. But at the top of the charts on Netflix is the Gabby Petito crime documentary that showcases the murder of Gabby Petito in 2021 by her then boyfriend. What was his name? Brian Landry.
Yeah.
And this is a very sad story. I remember watching this on the news. For those who don't know, and it's just a little bit of spoiler alert. She quit her job. She got with Brian. They went on a trip, a road trip, to explore the country, and their relationship weren't good. Long story short, she was killed. He left. He made it seem like it was an accident, but he went back home, and they were looking for her for about a few months. And when they tried to get to Brian ended up committing suicide. So now they put out this documentary to show the series of events from when she left home to when she died to when Brian died. And I don't know about y'all, I was very sad just seeing that happen, but it was also surreal that this was happening while we were adults, really.
Yeah, in the last 4 years this happened. I don't think you have to say spoiler alert. Like, it's in the news.
But still, like, I don't want to say any information that for people that do want to watch the documentary, which you should. There's some crazy work in there.
I think you should. There was a lot of things about the documentary. It's obviously sad, and it's really quick. It's 3 hour, not even hour, like 3 45-minute episodes.
Yeah,
about how they went van lifing, I guess, road tripping to some city in Utah. And what I like about it is that there's actual police footage of a lot of the shit that happened. I listened to an interview with an aunt or like a relative of Gabby Petito, and so she was saying like how all that police footage was true and like was real, and like the note, if you watched it, you know, the note that the mom, Brian Laundrie's mom, wrote was real. That was totally real.
Crazy.
And it's just like sad to see how the cops, spoiler alert, I guess, those cops kind of failed her, because there was a point where they pulled them over. The cops pulled over Brian and Gabby when they were like driving, and Gabby was crying hysterically, but they both had like cuts on their faces. And I think Gabby was the one that hit him first. I don't know what particularly happened, but the cops sent Brian to a hotel for the night because it seemed like Gabby hit him first. But Gabby seemed very delirious. I don't even know, like, I don't know. They just failed her in so many ways, because then they sent her off for the night in a van.
Well, we specifically talked about that. I also questioned like why didn't they send both of them to the van? I know she wanted to take the vehicle, but still, I feel like one
You
you
mean
have
send them both to a hotel?
yeah, sorry, send both of them to a hotel. She wanted to stay with the vehicle and like go off and do her own thing, but then you also have to realize this is a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're in freaking Utah, where it's barely civilization. You know, just for the safety. Also, if you look at the footage, just the way they were talking about options of where to go, which is kind of like nonchalant, like they really didn't care.
I don't know. I feel kind of differently. I feel like there isn't much more that the cops could have done in that situation, just because like what are they supposed to just like arrest him? Because it was at the end of the day, it was kind of
They
like
could have.
he said they could have, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, a lot of times in these situations where it's like abusive relationships, a lot of times, you know, the woman might not want to leave their partner. And that's the tough part. So like you can separate them only for so long. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a slippery slope. That's definitely like a tough position to be in. But for me, at least, like from the beginning of the documentary, I picked up like this is definitely a toxic relationship.
Yeah,
Like, the fact that he was like obsessed with her, like the fact that like she was at work and he was like constantly texting her like why are you here? Like you gonna leave me? Like damn, nigga, like you really obsessed, like, and like from that point, I picked up like, oh yeah, this is definitely a toxic relationship, and yeah, he just had a vibe. This is just for me, at least. I went to middle school with somebody who was like kind of like out there, and his name was Brian, and he looked just like this dude. It's not the same person, but it was just it's to me, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's definitely weird.
I mean, he's not uniquely like different. Like, there's a lot of people that look like him.
True. But yeah, definitely like I don't know, you could just see in the eyes. There was something not right. Something not right with him. And
I don't think it was the eyes, at least for me. It was like the mannerisms. Like
true.
like it's cool. Like I've met people who like laugh things off, like he like it's cool, whatever. But then like there's the situations where like it's nothing's funny and you're laughing. Like that's how I felt looking. I was like he was just low-key like just laughing, and I'm like, nah, this is crazy shit.
I think what's disappointing is how many times, I know you disagree, Justice, but like the cops failed. I feel like they could have done something. And yes, you're right. When they sent Brian to the hotel and sent Gabby off for the night with the van, they literally met back up not like hours later. The cops said don't meet up until the next day, but they met up hours later. But like even when the cops went to Brian Landry's house and to talk to the parents, and the van was there, the van was at the house.
Oh yeah, not true.
And Brian's parents said that, oh, Brian's here. He flew back. Well, why is the van in the driveway? The cops didn't question anything. The cops like were just like, so this is the van, but it's in her name. Okay, well, we'll have somebody tow it. Even then, the parents were saying like, oh, well, our attorneys told us to not say anything. Why is nobody questioning? Why do you have attorneys?
Yeah, those cops were being lazy for sure. Like the fact that like the supervisor was just like, yeah, like what do you want us to do? Like investigate? Maybe that's your job.
Well,
like,
all right, I'm gonna disagree with you there, and maybe because like I just know a little bit more about like the law enforcement just from these crime documentaries.
You're a criminal,
sure. You know,
William Henry Cosby.
I hang out with VONT Leak, of course, who's on the R. Kelly list, but
not the proof. That was your boy.
Look,
we got the proof. That's Chap's boy.
No, don't say that. That's AI pictures. Stop it. Anyways, I feel like the cops, at least the ones that were there in Florida, they didn't have much jurisdiction yet because one, this happened in a separate place. And like Gabby Petito wasn't from there, and the parents were calling from Long Island, so it's only as much as they can do. Also, there's procedures that they have to follow. Yes, I feel like they could have asked more questions and been more like aggressive with trying to get answers out of them, because obviously, like you said, you saying he flew back here, but the truck is in the garage. That's red flag. But then I don't get how. How people like, oh, I got an attorney, so you can't speak to me. I hate that because if you not guilty, answer these questions respectfully.
But that's what
I can also see how it can backfire.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. They're sitting there. All they were saying like, is Brian here? Can we talk to him? We have an attorney. Acting mad defensive. That should have been reason to go try to find and get a warrant to search the house, to talk to Brian. Why do you have if you didn't do anything? Because I haven't even accused you of anything. They were really just looking for Gabby. Yeah. Why is nobody asking, why do you have an attorney?
I agree. Well, Yeah, I get you. I get you. It's just again in these criminal cases or just like allegations, shit is weird when trying to get a warrant one, trying to search homes, trying to get evidence like that. That shit is really a complicated process. I really think the parents should be charged. And argue with me if you think otherwise, but they were much a part of the problem, like
They were definitely,
everybody else. Like,
bro.
how can the mom's note, the lying, the keeping him I'm gonna say keep him hostage, but like just keeping him shielded from the media and stuff like that. Like, how can you not care about someone being missing? And this is a person that been to your house, lived with you for a little bit, and you're supposed to care for them like family.
Well,
That's why the red flags was going up right there. Because how can you not care?
The note alone, bro. She wrote her son a note talking about, if you need me to hide a body, I'll help you. And you're talking about him maybe be involved with a murder. That's not like red flag number one. Crazy.
Even
bro.
like in the beginning of the documentary, like the first episode, it's like there's signs that the mom is not a big fan of Gabby. Like their chemistry even seems off. So, do you think that the sister knew? Because there's a couple scenes with Brian's sister and her husband or boyfriend or whatever, and the press is asking her like, "Do you like what do you know? Where's Gabby?" Blah blah blah, and she seems. I don't think I feel 50-50. I feel like she could know something and is acting dumb, but from what I've seen of her, the way she was portrayed, or no, that was really her. It wasn't portrayed. She also just seems like an airhead and genuinely could just not know anything.
Bro, she knew it. They had a family meeting. I'm telling you, because if you recall, when the cops first called her, to figure out where Brian was, what she said, oh, he flew back home, and then they found out that the car was in the driveway. All of a sudden, they in the front of the meeting, like, oh yeah, like we haven't talked to our parents because our parents don't talk to us, type thing. You know, nobody's giving us information. We're figuring out from the media, type thing, like. They were much a part of the problem. It was bad acting, and at the end of the day, they should go to jail too.
They definitely knew. Everybody knew. Everybody was involved. That's my opinion. And I'm going to say this. I'm not saying this as a journalist. I'm saying this as my own opinion, bro. Sum up with that family. I don't think this is the first body that they helped hide. You feel me? Like it seemed like they did the action real quick, and I feel like they had a plan for this or something. Like it's something sketchy going on with that family, in my opinion.
You think there's more bodies?
Shit.
Maybe.
I just, you know what I really think it is, and this is like the suspicious I got when the first episode when she didn't like Gabby. I think the mother had some type of infatuation with Brian, and call me crazy. It might be some Alabama shit. But I think she had some type of like relationship that might have been beyond mother and son, and that's why she was so protective.
I can see that.
We need a conspiracy segment on the show.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, the fact that it was so many red flags in this documentary, and like people weren't picking it up until last minute after people died, I think was crazy. How they let him out the house? Like that's one thing I don't get. How he escaped. They should have had surveillance all around the house once they found out he was there.
The other thing, and this will be the last thing I say, that to your point, Chap, cops spent weeks looking for Brian after he went missing too. How did the parents find him in like not even 2 days?
Because they knew where he was.
Because his body was hiding in like the middle of a field somewhere in, I think, Utah or something like that, and it was like half eaten by like the wild. The Messiest Morning Show podcast live with new episodes every Monday. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. If you're new to the fam, do us a favor. Go follow us on Instagram, TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. Let's do blind rank, fellas. I love when we do this. We've done a couple of them. These are always so fun. Pretty much blind rank. I'm going to give you 5 different things, and you won't know what the next one is coming, and you have to blind rank them, so not knowing whichever they are in advance.
1 being the highest, 5 being the lowest.
Copy.
Yep. Here we go. This week we're going to blind rank struggle meals.
Ooh.
Struggle meals are like, whenever either the electricity was out or you were just broke and you need
or your parents just lazy.
Yeah, you needed to scrap together something to get something in your stomach. So blind rank these struggle meals. Mayonnaise sandwich. Don't act like you ain't never have a mayonnaise sandwich, bro.
I ain't never had no mayonnaise
Or
sandwich.
it was a wish sandwich because you would have wished that there was some meat in it.
That's different. That's different because that's just bread. That could be just bread. That's different. I personally would put this at 5 because I hate mayonnaise. So this goes to 5 for me.
I'm gonna give it a 4, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna put it 4 because I was gonna do 5, but I just feel like you got something worse coming. Mayonnaise sandwiches are disgusting. Let me tell you that. My brother used to eat mayonnaise sandwiches, and he's like, "Oh, it's the same thing as a butter roll." I don't know if you ever had a butter roll before.
Oh, it's not the same thing.
It's literally not the same thing. And then others argue like, "Oh, you ever had a sandwich and you get to the end of the sandwich and it's just a mayonnaise, like you eat all the meat out of it." And I'm like, it ain't the same. I'm telling you. Oh, nah, yeah, that's number 4 for me.
Okay, mayonnaise sandwich at number 5 for Justice, number 4 for Chap. Next, you got hot dogs, pork, and beans.
Yep. Number 1.
Yeah, this is number 1.
Yeah.
This arguably shouldn't be a struggle, but this is like barbecue food.
But how you making it though? How you make your first of all, it's called beans and franks. Let's
right.
get that clear.
You're right.
How you making your beans and franks?
What do you mean, like on the stove?
What? No, like how,
What do you
like
mean?
what's in it for you? Like how do you make it?
You just
Chitlins, herbs and shit. Like
I don't know what else. Like what the answer you're looking for is here.
okra.
All right, let me tell you how we make it. The beans, obviously pork and beans with the hot dogs cut up, but you throw in some ground beef in there, or you could do sausages. You could cut up sausages too, and then you put it on white rice.
No one put. Yeah, I've never had the ground beef with the pork and beans. That sounds like to me, but it sounds good though. It sounds good though.
So it's if you had all that shit in it, then it's not a struggle meal.
Yeah,
right. It's a struggle meal. Fuck it. It's
No,
a struggle meal.
This nigga got sausage and hot dogs. This nigga not struggling.
On white rice.
Yeah,
It ain't gourmet.
Did you put the white rice in the rice cooker?
No.
God. All right. Both of you put Frank and beans at number 1.
That's 1.
Beans and franks.
Whatever. We're blind ranking struggle meals. Next up, ramen noodles.
Oh, this low key should have been 1, but I'm putting this at 2.
2.
And I'm not talking about the little styrofoam container you put in the microwave. I'm talking about the pack. Yeah.
What
that
you
comes with the little seasoning. It's like a block, and you gotta boil it, and then you gotta put the seasoning packet in it.
Wait, because I have trauma with the pack. I'm not gonna lie. When we were younger, me and my brother didn't know how to we didn't know you had to boil water type shit. So we just put it in like the bowl and put the water in there and put the noodles in there, and then we just threw it on 3 minutes type shit. And it was soft, but it wasn't soft. So after then, I was like, yeah, ramen noodles is not for me. This is ass type shit. And then I realized you had to boil it, and I'm like, this is how it's supposed to be. Okay.
And it's fire.
Yeah. But every time I eat it, I'm like, it reminds me of that moment. Can't do it. I'm gonna put it number 3.
Yes, 3.
Yeah, but I season it my own self. Like that little pack of seasoning throwing in, it ain't enough.
Okay, so Justice, right now you got 3 and 4 open. Yeah. Chap, you have 2 and 5 open.
2 and 5, yes.
But you don't know what's coming next.
Feel like something worse coming.
Number 4, Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, 5. Kraft is disgusting. Oh my gosh.
You know, when I was a kid, I liked this. It's nasty, man. It is nasty. I'm gonna put. I don't know what your last one's gonna be, so I'm gonna go 3. Gonna go 3, yeah, because I feel like we got something nasty coming.
What did you wait? What did you have open? You had 3 and 4.
Yeah,
you putting it 3?
Yeah, I'm putting it 3. It
ain't even real cheese.
It's better than a mayonnaise sandwich. It's way better.
All right. Yeah, are you sure? Are you confident in where you're putting things?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let's run through this list real quick before I give you the last one. So, Justice, blind ranking struggle meals. You got you got beans and franks at number 1, ramen at number 2, Kraft mac and cheese at 3, and mayonnaise sandwich at number 5. Chap, you got beans and franks at number 1, ramen noodles at 3, mayonnaise sandwich at 4, and Kraft mac and cheese at 5.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your last blind rank struggle meal.
I know it's about to be. Go ahead.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Spaghetti.
What do you think it's gonna be, Justice?
I have no idea. I
was really actually gonna give you Chef Boyardee, but Chef Boyardee is good to this day. I don't think that's a struggle meal. So we're gonna go with hamburger helper.
Oh, I fuck up some hamburger helper. Throw that for number 2 for me. Yeah, definitely. That fit right.
I think I have a perfect list. I think I have.
You think?
Yeah, I think my 5 is definitely the worst one. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I think my list is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
Your list, all right.
You got, bro. Mayonnaise sandwich the worst, bro.
It's number 4. It's down there. But Kraft's is disgusting.
No. Kraft's is disgusting. Mayonnaise sandwich, bro. Because you could just eat the bread. If you really like, if it's really you really struggling, you could just eat the bread, bro. You're making it disgusting with the.
But I feel like with the mayonnaise, all right. Think about it like this, right? It's a nasty meal if you want to call it even a meal, but it's quick. Like you throw the mayonnaise on there, you eat it. Crash, you got to take your time. You got to make the noodles. You got to put that powdered ass cheese in there. If I did all that for the shit to be ass, I'm not doing that.
Some honorable mentions that I was gonna put in here though. I was gonna say Chef Boyardee, but Chef Boyardee still low-key still slaps to this day.
I probably would have been my number 1.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even consider it a struggle meal.
That's a struggle meal. What are you talking about?
It's so good though. Chicken pot pie was gonna be an honorable mention.
Struggle meal? That's not struggle.
The red box.
Oh, banquet. Yes. Definitely. Okay.
Not really a fan, but.
And I was gonna throw in frozen fish sticks.
We ain't eat that in my house.
Yeah, that ain't it, bro.
So
y'all,
I would say your lists, they're both pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Now y'all don't know those struggle foods.
Y'all both had beef and Franks at number 1. Justice had ramen at number 2, and Chap had hamburger helper. I'm not a fan of hamburger helper. Justice had Kraft mac and cheese at 3, and Chap had ramen at 3. Justice had hamburger helper at 4, with mayonnaise sandwich at 4 for Chap, mayonnaise sandwich for 5. Justice, Kraft mac and cheese is fucking disgusting.
It is.
You, man.
Shout out Velveeta.
Velveeta is better for sure.
It's real cheese. That's they get the cheese block. I'm telling you.
They sell that Kraft mac and cheese at 7-Eleven. That's how you know it's nasty, bro.
Wait, so what's the most like the bare minimum like struggle meal you've had? Like you just had to put some shit together.
It's probably have to be some sort of sandwich. Like it may
I got tuna sandwich.
I hate tuna, but like I've had like
tuna sandwich is good.
Nah, I'm not a tuna fan, but like if you didn't have no peanut butter, so you just do a jelly sandwich. That's a lot.
Yeah. Or if you just eat just a boiled egg.
Yeah,
that's.
I've done that. My grandma used to chef up some spam. That mystery.
Nah, you ever had Vienna sausages?
I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of those. I wasn't a fan of those, bro. I go hungry.
That's that struggle. Me and my brother used to open up the can and throw the hot sauce in there and just like eat them out the can.
That sound of the can give me PTSD.
Trauma right there. Trauma.
Jesus.
Oh man, it's more to Commute podcast. Thank you for listening. VONT Leak, Justice Greg, Justin William Henry Cosby Jr. Chapman.
Sure.
Sure. Past week or so was Valentine's Day. Y'all was fucking?
Not me. I know y'all.
I'm not gonna deny, not gonna confirm, but we had a good time.
Can I ask y'all a question? I had this conversation the other day with somebody, and I don't know where it stemmed from. How long should sex last?
I think it depends.
Is there a definitive amount of time? Because I know people, I know exactly where this came up at. A listener texted in because it's something we were doing on our show. And she said that she slept with a new guy and he wanted to keep going for 2 hours. And she was like, damn.
That is a long time.
So like he ain't bust once in the 2 hours?
I don't know. I didn't ask the details, Justice.
That's what I would ask first. Like, because like if you're going multiple times, that's different than you going for 2 hours and nothing.
I still think 2 hours is long for like even if you're going round for round, like 2 hours, bro.
No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, but it's different because like if you're going 2 hours, you ain't bust yet. Y'all ain't doing it right. You're not supposed to be going for 2 hours straight. Yes.
I know your dick hurt, everything hurt, like thighs sore,
knees
popped. Like
that's just ridiculous.
So how long should sex last then?
Is there like a set time?
Like a timetable, and let's like actual sex, because then I also want to like, how long is a quickie, or how quick is a quickie?
Quickies in the range of like, I'm gonna say 1 to 5 minutes,
Yeah.
minutes tops.
I was gonna say at most 5 minutes. If we're talking about just sex, are we including like foreplay in this?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything start to finish.
So realistically, right? I mean, at least like you should be going at least like 10 minutes. You feel me? Like that would be like, if you're not quick, it'd be like the 10-minute mark, right?
I would say between 10 and 20. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. 15 and 20 for me. I think it should be around. That's with foreplay. And a lot of people missing foreplay. Foreplay is important, guys. If it's no foreplay, it's just a quickie. Respectfully, throw in that foreplay. You have.
There are some people though that like prefer like get straight to it though.
Yeah, and they on a honey pack. Respectfully, like
with no foreplay, I feel like that's whack.
That is whack.
Are you counting kissing as foreplay, or you talk about like?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that counts as foreplay.
Yeah,
but like that can be long too. Foreplay. So like, make sure it's not too long.
I think like 15 to 20, 30 is reasonable. Niggas saying they going for 3 hours is like either y'all are sex addicts or you're capping.
I hate that.
Cap.
So many people be like, "Oh, I won't bust, and I'll go for like fucking like an hour." Like, bro, an hour is a long amount of time.
Is that safe?
Yeah, that means it's either trash or you're using performance enhancers. You know what I mean? Like you're either off the honey pack or the blue.
I don't even think performance enhancers get you that far. Respectfully,
like just quit the cap. I can't, bro. An hour. Also, let me backtrack. An hour is just a long time, even if you're busting multiple times, or even if you're not. Like, I'm sore, and I personally don't recharge that fast. So, like, sorry that you had to find out about me, but it's true. Also, a nigga got asthma.
He like,
nah, the inhaler during is insane.
I like pull it out of my pocket, and then my girl's like, "You're not even wearing pants. What the fuck?"
I was like, "You okay?" I'm good,
bro.
I'm good.
I can honestly say, swear to God, there are times when for the sake of her, I'm putting I'm gonna have after we're done, I'm gonna go fucking pass out for like a minute. Cause like I'm not gonna be a dickhead and not let you get yours off, but like I'm also over here dying.
Right in the bathroom, like.
So like, all right, have you ever like needed your inhaler, but like you weren't like it wasn't nearby, like you were in the kitchen or some shit?
I don't use my inhaler. I rarely use my inhaler,
Okay.
and I have never once had sex and then like needed treatment afterward. I've had sex and then thrown up afterward. That has happened.
Really? Were you drunk?
Yes. No.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I don't know what. I really don't know what it was. Maybe I'd just eaten and moved around. I really don't recall what the fuck the problem was.
It was most.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But several times in life, I have been like having sex, and then I'll be like,
no, it'd be like that.
Like catch up after
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Sometimes you got later and be like, damn, what just happened? Ooh.
But like,
nigga blacked out.
But like, bro, it don't even be like crazy, or like it can be on some like 5-10 minute shit, and I'll be like, Jesus, like I need to like tap out for like a hot second. You go fucking run errands, and I'm gonna sit here and like catch my breath.
Because sex is exercise. People don't realize that.
I'm gonna tell you, bro, as a fat nigga, I understand.
Really?
I understand what you're going through for sure, bro. Bro, sometimes I be walking up some steep stairs and I be out of breath. So you get it back. Nah, don't front, bro, because you know, like in schools and shit, bro, them stairs is no joke, nigga.
No, I'm 100% with you. Them stairs be killing you, especially when you get to the third. It's like, all right, now let's slow down.
That's why, like, if niggas is like, oh yeah, we were going for like an hour, it's just like stamina wise, I just don't like. I don't have the facilities for that. Like, we got to take like a brief intermission. We do like halftime, like,
bro. Like running laps at school got me I had to relax for a second. I had a asthma attack.
Oh my god. But also, like, are you like, and maybe this is TMI, but like, are you taking your time? Like, I know some people, when I talk to some people, they're like, oh, nah, I'm just straight in there, like, just doing my thing. Blah, 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 blah. Like, nah, are you pacing yourself? Are you hitting and then relax? And go back and forth. Like, are you, I feel like that draws out sex. That can draw out sex.
I'm not gonna, I will speak generally about like, there are some people and some days really where you're just like, no, like the harder the better, like I need, and then there's other days when you're just, there's days when you're fucking and there's days when you're having sex. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It depends.
It depends on the scenario. And God, I want to know what it's like to like just not die. Like when I'm fucking.
Bro, maybe you need to like run, like do the treadmill more. Get some
You're not wrong.
Maybe, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. Like, if it ever came down to that, that's a fire way to die.
No, it's not, because then the ambulance come in and you just sitting there with your lip dick,
bro.
Nah, that would be fucking hilarious.
Imagine you're just laying there and like, because I don't think my girl would. Maybe she would, but like, let's just say it wasn't my girl. Let's just say it was like somebody hooking up with a rando. They're not gonna get you dressed before they call the ambulance. Like you're just gonna call 911 because you're panicking. And you're gonna be sitting there with your dick is gonna be. You're gonna have lip dick because you just nutted, and the ambulance is just looking at you like, damn.
Unless
like,
it's still hard, you never know.
Then imagine they're like trying to cover you up, and then you just start nutting because you feel them touching your dick.
Whoa, what?
After you pass, like that's weird too.
And you're already dead,
bro. That's crazy.
You have to get it off.
That's a scary scene right there.
Imagine you're dead from fucking, and the ambulance just comes, and then like you just like one last, you just nut in the eye, and it's like shit.
Right.
Now, that's sad, but that means that you died before your last nut, and that's a sad reality.
Are y'all some like porn producers, like just creating these scenes?
I told you offline. I might have to get into that. Now, but what if it's the other way around? How would you feel if like you were fucking shorty and she died?
That's scary. It's very scary.
Right?
Yes, that's all. You also go to prison.
No, you won't.
Yes, you will. What are you talking about?
You're a man in America. Yes, you will.
You also just killed him.
Oh no! Whoa! Wait, she could have died of natural causes.
What if I died from an asthma attack?
Yeah, she would. Yeah, it's same thing. It's consensual. It's consensual.
No, wait, hold on. Relax. Relax. Let's go back.
A waiver?
You got people signing waivers? She's like, let's go. He's like, hold up. Let me
just be like, it gets rowdy in my bedroom. I need you to sign this just so if anything happens, I'm not responsible.
I should like El Toro, bro.
Good try, Diddy.
Well, always broken down
in 60 seconds. Nah, yo, y'all heard they just tore down Kingdom Come today.
I heard. Wait, so I have a follow-up. So how often should you have sex? Let's talk about in a week. How often should you have sex in a week?
I used to be like a 2 times a week person.
Okay.
But then like I did long distance for a year. So like I had to get used to like 2 months without sex. I still honestly think sex once or twice a week is healthy.
Oh no, I said I haven't been in a relationship in a minute, so I think y'all two probably speak more to that.
No, you can answer this. If you wanted to, you could.
2 times a week sounds reasonable. It definitely. If like you have like one person and like y'all like see each other regularly, yeah, 2 or 3, I say.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a cool 2 or 3.
I think that, but I also will tell you that like my opinion hasn't changed, but I've seen the reality of situations change because I live with my partner now. Like sometimes, like before you live with your partner, there's like a lot of like, oh, like I don't know how often we see each other, but like there's like the excitement of like, oh, let's get this one off before whatever.
Yeah,
you live with your partner. Sometimes you really do just want to like come home and just like relax. You want to come. You just had a long fucking day at work, and like sex is the last thing on your mind.
You tired, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
I've always wondered, like for married couples, do you schedule sex or like is it spontaneous type shit?
I don't want to ever get to that point.
Some people find that sexy though, like scheduling sex, because it's like it's like setting up a date, like going on a date, which is exciting.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, I guess that's the same thing of like, yo, pull up tomorrow. I don't. I feel like it's better when like it's in the moment. type shit.
I agree, but like say this, like you work all the time, like you and your partner work all the time, and like you have to look at like next week, okay, we got this free time, like let's have sex. Let's schedule it.
Yeah, no, yeah, true. I guess it just sounds whack where it's like, yeah, it's 2 p.m. meeting with the shareholders, 3 p.m. blow my wife's back out. 4 p.m. It's just like it just sounds whack to me, bro. It sounds like you're living a boring life.
I feel like as long as it's not at the same time, like Monday and Tuesday every week, I feel like all right, like respectfully, let's try Friday this time, you know.
Shit.
Does that change the spiciness of it?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
oh, we're fucking on Tuesday. This is gonna be as exciting because I have work in the morning. But Friday, oh shit, we got off tomorrow.
Because
maybe like once a month, y'all fuck in the morning instead, type shit. It's maybe up a little bit, like, oh, it's the first Friday of the month. You know what that means?
Bills and dick. Like
that was.
Yo, what's
planning? It's like diabolical.
Put that on your schedule.
How often do you have sex? Let's have this conversation. You can comment. How often, or not how often do you have sex? How often should you have sex? How often is too much? Because there's some people that think that even once a week is a lot. Like I said, I think it very just much depends on also sex drives and how old you are. I definitely think that aside from me and my girlfriend living together, like as our relationship just grew, I don't want to say stopped having it as much, but like in the beginning, obviously because we're fresh, it's like every time you see each other, you just want to like do something. And like obviously you just get used to each other. Not so used to each other that the sex is boring, but like so much that so like sometimes we can genuinely just enjoy each other's presence and not be naked.
Also, I feel like y'all seen each other in like all aspects of your life already now. So it's like I've seen you waking up with your hot breath in my face. So it's like, all right, like I don't have that crazy sex drives when we first started, and I didn't see all that.
Where's the craziest place y'all ever fucked or did anything sexual?
We can't talk about this. I'm sorry, but let's just say it was outside. It was outside.
Cops?
No cops. No cops. Just outside.
Outside?
Yeah.
During the day or night?
This is the messiest morning show podcast. You have to say it.
It was during the day.
Broad daylight, chap?
Broad daylight.
Nasty nigga right here.
Broad daylight.
I hope it wasn't at like a park or something. There's a kiss.
No.
Okay.
Justin William Henry
That's
Cosby
crazy.
Jr. Chapman.
That's crazy. What about y'all? He's like at church.
You put the Chapman after the junior is nasty work. I've said it already. Wendy's bathroom was disgusting. I got.
Can I get a 4 for 4?
It was after I ate my 4 for 4, chap. I ate the 4 for 4 first. You gotta fuel up. But I got caught with like this is back like early college. I got caught with my ex. We were in the parking lot of Garden State Plaza, and the mall cops came and were like,
"We're like in the car."
In the car, not
okay.
in the parking lot in the car. They're like, "Gotta get out of here."
I don't know what's wilder, a wedding or a dressing room.
A dressing room.
Okay, then yeah.
Wait, we're at the wedding.
We were in like everybody was out at like the reception, and I think we went into like the room that had gifts or like I don't know. Just we were at a hotel, so it was like another room of the hotel, but it wasn't like a hotel room. It was a public room.
Jesus,
I feel like the dressing room is a little crazy.
Then yeah, a dressing room.
I feel like the one is crazier.
Which one?
I feel like the wedding when you're asking to call dressing room, it's niggas not supposed to go in there, so it's like you be valid, just don't make noise, type shit.
Yeah, but I think that's easier. I don't know if it's easier to get caught, but a wedding like it's romantic and people are in love, so like the vibes are there,
Yeah,
true.
I agree.
I was reading this thing about how a company is going to start offering, or not a company, hella companies are going to start offering sex days in addition to sick days at work.
Bro, we just said sex should last like 30 and 20 minutes. So who needs a day?
Look, and I don't know where this like started from, but there are companies that saying like they will allow you for sexual wellness or like just for your own wellness, like if you have to go get your shit checked or whatever, I don't know, but they're going to start giving people, I don't know how many days. I think they're going to start trying it in some companies outside of the country. because they're always like the first to try things. I just feel like who's confident enough to go to their boss and be like, yeah, I need a sex day.
Yeah, I need to know what companies are they in the North Jersey area. I need to know this information. So get back to me on that. A full day is pretty excessive, I think. Maybe like I just need like a half day. Like let me leave at lunch.
Right. Like
That would be fire for me. But yeah, full day is crazy. I feel like that's crazy.
Here it is. It's an article for the New York Post. It says knocking boots instead of clocking in increases employee productivity. According to new data on the benefits of taking sex days from the job, sex days are dedicated time off for intimacy. They surveyed 800 staffers and 200 managers across all adult age demos, and they found that 50% of people that work 9 to 5s who ditch the desk to get down and dirty experience a rise in their work output.
bro,
So here's my question.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm about to say, imagine your manager come to you like, taps you at your desk. Hey, Justice, come speak to my office. Your performance have been low this quarter. I need you to go home and fuck your wife. So you can come in and I see them numbers go up, okay?
Bro, like, bro, your numbers are the lowest company wide. You must have no bitches. I'm like, here's my question, right? Here's my question. If you're sick, you need a doctor's note. So what would you need if you're taking a sex day?
The
Photo of the condom.
Now you bring the actual
Not
condom.
the actual condom.
Or a nude, like to proof that I was with this is the bitch I was with.
Selfies.
I'm not showing my wife's nude to my boss.
What would be funny is the same way like a boss could they could deny a PTO day. What if like you put in the sex day and your boss is like, you ain't fucking no, you coming to work. Like that's crazy. Like
Look,
Justice, fucking please.
Jimmy, we know you don't get no ass. Cut it out.
Like, yeah, who? What's her name?
Call her up right now.
That's crazy.
Like, I saw you took a sex day. We're gonna need you to bring in a 10-second clip of said sex just for proof. Thank you.
Bruh. I'm curious to see how this is gonna work out. See what
It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out.
I'll
And
say
if it does work out, it'll be like Vaughn said, other countries. Other countries have cool shit like that. We don't.
It's definitely an unpaid day. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
No, I think it is a paid day.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
that's hard.
Shut up.
Quite literally.
Shut up.
It's hard.
Yo, let's get out of here, man. Let's go enjoy the rest of our week. It is Monday. What do you guys? Well, as we're recording, this is Friday. What do you guys got planned for this weekend? Or like, what do you got something to look forward to?
I am going to a concert tonight to see JT from the City Girls and Raven Lene. I'm not a big fan of JT. I'm going for Raven Lene, but also I just love going to concerts. I'm trying to go. I think we talked about this before in the episode, but I'm trying to go out more. Trying to go out to concerts more. So this is me taking that initiative. I'm excited.
So stupid. Earlier when you said JT, I thought you were talking about fucking Justin Timberlake because we've been talking about him. Because I'm gonna see Timberlake on Monday.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
That's
my boy Cam is a background singer for Timberlake, and so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm gonna go see Kevin Hart tomorrow. My girl got us floor seats because I love you guys know I love Kevin Hart. And he's doing 3 shows out here in Minnesota, so I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
That's fine.
Hey, what about you?
I'm gonna hop on Morning Commute.
Nah, facts. This weekend I'm gonna be doing a lot of content. Just working on that, and then tonight, might go to the movies. Might go see The Monkey. Yeah. So
let's look in the mirror. My name is VONT. You can go follow me on Instagram, VONT League. That's VONTLEAK, and listen to me on the Dave Ryan Show Mondays through Fridays, 5:30 till 10 on 101.3 KDWB. Justin Chapman.
You can follow me at Justin Chapman, JUSTYNCHAP. Follow my OnlyFans. Kidding. I got
right now. It's only just me that's watching.
Right.
We're testing out some videos before we make it public.
You're trying out these sex days, Nah. But follow me there on Instagram and TikTok. Justice.
And you can follow me on Instagram _Injustice. Subscribe to Supervillain Studios on YouTube. Check out our other content, the No Look Podcast. The Supervillain Show will be back this week finally. And go cop your villain merch. www.supervillainstudios.net. Links of all that are in my bio.
Word. And our show pages at Morning Commute Pod, Facebook. The hell. Our show pod pages, Morning Commute Pod on Instagram TikTok. I'm already getting ahead of myself. I'm slurring my words. I'm getting ready to take a shot, bro. Next episode's our 21st episode.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Thank you for listening to the Messiest Morning Show podcast. Back next week for another week of righteousness and ratchetness. Have a great week.
Happy Black History Month.
Yes. Wakanda forever.